Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining. This is a short overview of 2026.1. I'm going to cover the highlights for your sales conversations on how fleet-wide MEAP applet updates are achievable via the new device application policy, how we've tightened device access, and how simple view speeds up print job handling for administrators, and a really good tongue twister here, what the move is with regard to DigiCert Global Route CA G2 on the 1st of April 2026 actually means. I'll try not to repeat that again. Anyway, updating every device one by one is costly and also risky, especially when remote access is restricted. So let's take a closer look on how bulk updates have become key to modern device management. All right, so customers need every MEAP applet kept current to close any security gaps, apply fixes, and maintain any compatibility issues. But across a large fleet, the update process is manual and also time consuming. And if the devices live in a zero trust environment, which they probably will, remote device updates are not permitted, which pushes work to on-site engineers and increases cost and also that security risk. Now, it's why customers are asking for a safe, scalable bulk update approach with clear vision and version visibility. So let's take a look at how we make that possible by updating every device, everywhere, in one go, with clear visibility across the estate. So you may be aware previously we simplified for a single device with a one-button update that brings all installed applets up to date on that device. Now, the new device application policy now extends that simplification to fleets by enabling bulk updates across multiple MEAP devices with a device applet report for estate-wide version visibility. Now, policies are defined per location with a target MEAP version, then automatically evaluated and enforced to keep devices aligned. Now, while a policy is active, manual updates are disabled to keep the fleet consistent. The device applet report can also be downloaded as a CSV for quick auditing of the current versions. Now, this capability is available as an experimental feature in this release, and I'm sure that that will change in subsequent releases moving forward. Now we know what it is, let me summarize what it actually delivers across a fleet. Now, with this approach, day-to-day, the admin burden just basically falls away. Devices are updated automatically to the desired MEAP version. Estates stay compatible and secure, which is quite important. And there's no need to send an engineer on site, costing costs and also any disruptions to the business. Now, this is especially valuable in zero trust environments, where you still need a safe way to keep every device current without relaxing security constraints. Extremely important. Now, with the updates handled, the next burning question is who's actually allowed to use the device? So let's take a quick look at that. So organizations typically include permanent staff alongside contractors maybe, and in the education setting, students and faculty staff. For security and compliance, the smooth day-to-day operations, customers often need a limit in terms of which groups can use which device, which basically makes sense. So in a nutshell, they simply just want the ability to decide who can log on to a given device and who can release secure print jobs there. So access is tied to that relevant department, location, or indeed function. So we'll look at the specific controls that make this actually possible. Now, you may know that uniFLOW Online includes many device policies to control access and manage behavior. And in this release, we are introducing two new access controls that customers can apply basically immediately. Device login to decide which users or groups may sign in at a device, and secure print queue to to decide which users or groups, indeed, may release jobs from the uniFLOW online secure queue on that device. Now, both are MEAP controlled, so you don't need to have a AMS kit, which is great in terms of an additional cost. Now, think about a typical HR device. Allow only HR group to log in, so that confidential documents stay basically on that machine and ready for release. Then for reception, area device, allow only the front desk group to release secure jobs so visitors or contractors can't pick up documents on the device. So it's clean, enforceable, control without any extra hardware in terms of this policy. So we'll take this a step further by applying the same control, but with more precision across device groups. Let's see what that means. Again, previously, policies could only be scoped by location. You can now apply them to a device group. So access rules actually follow the department, the floor, or indeed the function, rather than just on one particular site. Groups are built with dynamic filters. What I mean by that, basically such as device name, model, serial number, or location. And they are re-evaluated automatically every 24 hours. And can be manually rechecked when needed. Now, each tenant can define up to 20 device groups and attach a single device policy set to each, giving that precise control and simpler governance with a clear view of which devices are in scope and which policies actually do apply. Great job. Now, the next slide highlights two clear benefits I'd like to share with you. So the two outcomes which matter here. First, stronger security. Only authorized users can sign in or release secure jobs at a given device, reducing exposure on shared or indeed public-facing machines. Second, tighter control. Because policies apply per device group, access rules follow the department, the floor, or the function rather than just one particular site, keeping control nice and tight as fleets change, and they definitely do. Now, with those outcomes in place, we'll move on how administrators set where print jobs are stored directly from the simple view. Now, previously, administrators could only configure print job handling in the advanced view, if you know that particular setting. Now, administrators can now, after some feedback from the field, configure basic print job handling directly in the simple view with two storage options. Jobs reside on the local PC, or indeed the next option, which is the cloud. Very simple improvement. So I won't spend too much time on elaborating on that. So we'll now move on to this certification update. Now, on the 1st of April, we move uniFLOW Online to the DigiCert Global Root CA G2. Now, this change isn't tied to the 2026.1 deployment, and it's scheduled early to avoid any disruptions to your customers. Now, browsers stopped trusting G1 on the 15th of April 2026, so we're switching ahead of that date. Any device that doesn't support G2 will stop communicating after the 1st of April. So service providers must check compatibility and update firmware and/or MEAP applets where needed. Now, I would say for device specific, I would encourage you for the full background, please see the 2026.1 release notes on the NTWare partner site for more details. So as Ivor and I said, this is a short one, so we're going to just wrap up. So let me just recap what you can take to your customers today. Bulk MEAP applet updates via the new device application policy. Tighter device access with device login and secure print queue control at device group level. Simpler print job handling in the simple view with storage on the local PC or in the cloud. And the move to DigiCorp, I won't say the rest, on the 1st of April 2026 ahead of browser distrust for G1 on the 15th of April 2026. So as practical steps, consider maybe piloting the device application policy in one location to validate the bulk update workflow. Maybe even apply the device login and secure print queue rules to a group, and rolling them out by device group across the estate. Choosing your or getting your administrator to choose the simple view job storage option, and to see how quickly they can choose between those two options. And also just make your customers aware of the G2 compatibility check. So any required firmware or MEAP updates are scheduled before the cutoff. So I thank you for attention. This was a very quick overview, and as always, for full technical details and a complete feature set of the current release, please review the 2026.1 documentation, which can be found on the NTWare partner site. Thank you for joining.